lot of meat in Afghanistan. It's not a sin to eat meat. It's not like wrong to eat meat or anything. You're not committing some kind of a infraction against God if you eat meat. But I think it is better if you cannot eat meat or eat fish and eggs. I think it's actually, there's a spiritual advantage to it that these Hindus are gathering from, that they get that and they do that. It's a lifestyle, and there's a spiritual benefit to it. I think it's worthwhile doing. And some of them don't eat meat at all. They don't eat fish. And I guess there's a benefit to being vegetarian. But it's not wrong to eat fish or even steak. And there are people that believe it is. And they're not hurting themselves any by doing that, by not eating meat. They're not hurting themselves one bit. Unless they were born to eat meat, then they could be. They need to be careful then, but if they're born over there, they should be able to eat vegetarian food. Well, it's a bunch of pellets. But they live in the middle of the continent, those people, and that's what they've got to eat. I'm what you call a pescatarian. I eat fish and eggs. That's the only protein I eat. I eat milk, fish, and eggs. So cheese, yogurt, fish, and eggs. And I do eat shrimp. And that's my diet. That's what I eat. That's what I've been eating for quite a few years. But I grew up on beef, chicken, and pork. We ate ham for New Year's and Easter, and I enjoyed it. A true vegetarian is not going to like the taste of meat. They're going to, if they were to get some accidentally, it would be so repulsive to them that they'd probably spit it out. Unless somebody had a gun at their head or something, they would not like it. It would be like eating something you absolutely hate. It's not that they would dislike it because it's wrong to eat or something like that. They'd actually not like the taste of it. And I don't dislike the taste of meat. At least I don't think I do. I mean, I haven't had it in a long time, but I didn't hate meat. I never really cared that much for, like, steak, but I didn't dislike it, so I'm not really, I think it's a good practice to not eat it, but I'm not really born as it's probably not my blood, whereas Jeff, I mean, he'll eat eggs like I do. He doesn't eat eggs as much as I do, though. He's a true vegetarian. I don't think he'd like meat even if he decided to eat meat. I don't think he'd like it. And, you know, these people that don't eat meat and they eat this fake meat. If it's anything like meat at all, they shouldn't like it. If they're truly vegetarian, like an Indian, a vegetarian Indian, this fake meat that they sell, they wouldn't even be interested in that. They wouldn't have any desire for that at all. I mean, they'd eat it if it was the only thing to eat, but they wouldn't be people that would be going and buying that, going out of their way to get it. These veggie burgers and stuff like that are sold in Walmart, Morning Star, they wouldn't be trying to buy that. They might try it out of curiosity, but they wouldn't be going after that. And they probably wouldn't even like it. If it's anything of a mock meat, if it's anything like it, they wouldn't like it. So if you see a vegetarian that's eating that, they're probably not really a vegetarian unless they can't find anything else on the menu. There's a version of that the Indians have that's actually probably really good for you, and I had it at Babish's store, and it's ancient. It's an old recipe of theirs. They put it on a bun, but it doesn't really taste like our mock meat. But it's probably what our mock meat is copying a little bit. And you can kind of do it with falafel. You can make a burger with falafel. It kind of mocks that feel a little bit, especially if you add some toppings or some kind of sauce. But a falafel burger, those are good. And falafel's good. They might sell that. They might sell falafel. They might eat that, the Afghans. They eat that in the Middle East. I remember there was a girl that was joining my friend on Facebook, and I thought, well, what the heck? And then she said she's stationed in Israel. And, it wasn't too long. She said, could you send me some money for pizza? I says, you're going to have to eat what they serve you. And she kind of like said, well, they don't serve as much or something like that. And I says, well, go get some falafel. That's what they eat there. I told her she's going to have to eat what they serve her. I'm not sending you money. I don't send people I don't know money. But she was trying to get money out of me. It's probably a scam. But I told her, I says, eat the falafel. That's what's cheap. That's what they eat out there. If you can't afford pizza, then you're going to have falafel would be probably the cheapest thing you can get out there. And it's good. It's made of a grain. And it's, I guess you can deep fry it. If you make it in a good oil, it'll be okay. But it's a grain, and you let it rise a little bit, and then you fry it. And it's good. And I told her, I said, eat falafel. Eat the local foods. You can get those for next to nothing. I says, if you're really there, eat the food that you never get a chance to try that again. Maybe. Of course, it's getting prevalent here, but just eat what they serve. Eat the food that's available. They don't eat pizza. They probably don't even have pizza out there. But no, I'm not going to send money. They're scamming you. They want to get money for drugs. You don't know who that is you're talking to. I unfriended them after that. But that was my polite way of saying no. He says, go eat some falafel. They do have really good food in the Mediterranean. I had some of it in Greektown that's on Hallstead in Chicago, the Greek town. I had some of that. That was good too. And they eat meat too. The Mediterranean diet is a really healthy diet if it's true to their diet. It has its own really good flavors. I really like what I had today, and Indian food's good. They somehow managed to make a flavor that's really distinctive. And there are some people that probably taste that and think, oh my, they probably hate it. Because it's a very distinctive flavor. I think it's a love-hate flavor. It's the same thing with the incense. My mom didn't like the incense.